my goodness. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Well, fall brings with it so many fun festivals, including Octoberfest. So kicking things off with one of his festival favorites, please welcome Chef Andy Hay. So thrilled that you were here and that you got the stripe memo.
I know, look at us.
We're
the stripe gang. I love it.
Oh my gosh, okay, so Octoberfest, have you ever been?
I've never been. Have you?
I've never been, but I've been to a German beer hall, wore my dirndl, and held the giantest beer I could buy.
We're counting that.
We're counting that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what are we making today to celebrate?
So we're gonna be doing when I think German beer hall, I'm thinking pretzels.
Oh.
So we gotta do some pretzels.
100%.
We're gonna make easy pretzels though.
Oh, okay.
So there's no excuse. Anyone can make these.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be making some beer cheese.
Oh, is there a better combination of words than beer and cheese together?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. What are we starting on?
Okay, so we're gonna do these pretzels.
Okay.
So I love these things. These are dead simple.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get intimidated when baking. They think like, oh, I can't use yeast. I don't want to do it. No yeast here.
No.
Two
no
main
yeast.
ingredients.
Okay.
My kids love these stuff. We're going to be using all-purpose flour,
Okay.
Greek yogurt.
Oh.
A little bit of baking powder in there, but that's really it.
Not
So,
German yogurt.
Not German
There you
yogurt.
go. Yeah.
Okay, so let's kick off here. So what we'll do is we'll put in a cup and a half of all-purpose flour.
Amazing.
We'll add that in there.
Just straight into a bowl?
Straight into a bowl.
Breezy.
And then we're going to add in some of that Greek yogurt. So I can do
Oh,
that here if you want me
okay.
to.
Go.
Equal parts. And then probably like 2 tablespoons of baking powder, just to give a little bit of that rise. Again, there's
Nice.
no yeast. No yeast here. This is
This
all
is
we're
the
working
key.
with
We're
here.
doing a chemical leavener, baking powder, as opposed to a natural leavener.
Oh, yes,
Science.
we are indeed.
Yeah.
So now we just mix this up.
Amazing.
I can give it a go here if we want to. The consistency's really interesting. It's not like a kneaded dough, so we
Okay.
don't need to do that. It comes together. We're gonna get like a nice shaggy dough going. And while I'm doing this, Mary, if you wanna lightly flour the surface.
Yes, I've got
That would be lovely.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm making a mess of your kitchen.
Listen, I make a mess of
always
this
do.
kitchen every day. That's how it is sometimes.
That's how it rolls. That's how it rolls.
All right, so we just, oh my gosh, that smells good.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's a little tangy.
It works so well.
Do you know, the yogurt's giving it that, like, when you develop yeast, it sometimes
Yes.
gives a bit of tanginess.
It really does.
So you're getting that. That's amazing.
It really does.
Okay.
Okay, so that came together like a nice shaggy dough.
Beautiful.
So I'll pour that out onto your floured surface.
Amazing.
And then if you want to work that dough just a little bit, again, it's not a kneaded dough. We're just going to kind of bring it together.
Amazing.
I'm
just
gonna-
pop that wherever you want. Down here.
I'll pop it in here. Why
Nailed
not?
it.
There we go.
We got
Perfect.
sneaky spots.
Sneaky spots to throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just work it a little bit. You can kind of put a little bit of dough on your hands. That's looking great. We'll form that into a little ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what we can do now is we're going to, that's really it. That's all the kneading that we need to do.
Oh, that was a breeze.
And now we can chop that into, let's say like 4 equal pieces,
Okay.
4 to 5. It depends on the size of the pretzels we want to make.
We're going big today, Andy.
Let's go big.
Okay,
Let's do
cool.
this. Go big or go home.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll set these. These ones look to be my favorite for some reason.
I love
They're
that.
calling my name.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to take a little bit of this flour myself.
Perfect.
Flour my hands ever so lightly. I'm going to pop this one out of the way too, Mary, just to
Awesome.
create some room.
Love it.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to create this into a rope. Isn't that texture interesting?
Well, this is nice. You know what?
like-
It's nice. It's not overly sticky.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like airy, so we're gonna just keep on rolling this out. It does get a little sticky, Mary, I will say that.
That's
After a little
okay.
bit, as we get into it.
That just means they're going to be like delicious pretzels.
That's right.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
turn out really cool. So we're gonna make this, oh, mine's falling apart a little bit.
That's
if that
okay.
happens, that's all right.
Listen, when you're baking, everyone's worried because you have to be perfect. You don't.
You
That's
don't
a
have to be
lie.
perfect.
People are lying to
No,
you.
you don't need to be
It's all going to
perfect.
taste good.
That's right, exactly.
Amazing.
So that one's looking quite nice.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep on going here. I almost need a little bit more flour.
Perfect.
Okay, so I was thinking about how to describe our next move on
Okay.
how do we do the pretzel twist.
Oh, we're twisting.
We're gonna do the full twist. You don't have to.
Okay.
We don't have to. You could just like chop these up and they could be pretzel sticks.
Nice.
But we gotta go for the
We're
twist.
going. We're Octoberfest.
This is
We gotta go
showbiz.
big.
This is showbiz.
Yeah.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab each end.
Okay.
Hold it up like a U.
Okay.
Oh, mine fell off a little bit there.
That's okay.
And then we're gonna do a twist.
Okay.
And then fold back.
Okay. Oh, like at this?
Exactly.
Did I nail it?
I think you nailed it.
Oh man, I'm a pretzel making whiz.
And then, look at that. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like I come by it naturally with my German last name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the next piece, flip it over. Give
Oh,
it a little pinch
beautiful.
of the seams.
Yeah.
And then we can kind of doctor it up a little bit here
Yeah.
and kind of create a little bit more space.
Amazing.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that directly onto a prepared baking pan.
Amazing.
Like, look at those. You couldn't tell me that those weren't yeasted
You would
pretzels.
never know.
You would never know.
Oh my
You
gosh,
could never
amazing.
know.
Perfect.
And so what we'll do now, Mary, is I'll crack this egg for you.
Perfect.
And then we're gonna add a nice egg wash on there.
That's the key, because pretzels need that golden brown outside.
Absolutely do.
Amazing.
Absolutely
I'll give
do.
a bit of whisk.
So give that a little bit of a whisk. And now you can take this in a million different directions. You want to make sure that you get a really good egg wash on there.
Okay.
And then we're going to put seasoning in any way you want to go. I've used everything bagel spice.
Oh.
We've got some salt, some sesame seeds here would be lovely.
Oh.
You could go sweet if you wanted to. We could go like cinnamon sugar.
Ooh.
There is no wrong answer.
I mean, if you're pairing it with beer cheese, though, you might want to stick away from the cinnamon
smart
sugar.
call, yeah. Smart call. So we have the oven preheated to 450. We got it pretty ripping hot in there.
Yeah,
We want to
450.
it's pretty hot.
Nice and hot.
Yeah, get it ripping.
Amazing.
So those are looking great. We can add a little bit of seasoning on there if you want to add some of that.
Now, I'm a salt girl, Andy. I'm the person who when I'm at the pretzel vendor, I'm that guy who's like, not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one. The one with the big salt
really,
on it.
you can't have that. That's too salty.
Yeah.
No,
More.
more.
Let's do it.
That's looking great.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So
that's really
450?
it. 450 for 25 minutes.
Amazing. I'm going to pop these in the oven. You want to get to work on
Pop
that
them
beer
in.
cheese?
Okay, beer cheese. Let's get rolling over here. Okay, so the beer cheese is really fun. This is ooey gooey, delicious. We're going to be dipping the pretzels in there.
Here's
It's
the
gonna be
wet
lovely.
one.
No.
We got to clean up
take
a little
some of
bit.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes in the kitchen you get a little dirty.
Exactly.
You are so much neater than me.
You were doing all the work.
There you go.
Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this beer cheese. This is super fun, really easy to do. We're gonna create a roux, which I know you love. This was
do.
like the first nerdy thing that I learned how to do cooking-wise.
Totally.
And it's just so fun. So we've got this pan over medium heat, I believe. Might turn it up just a touch.
Nice.
Not full ripping, but it's going there.
Nice.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna drop in a quarter cup of butter.
Ooh,
So
this
add that in.
So this beer cheese starts with butter?
Exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's off to a good start.
Pop her
and we're
in.
just gonna love like that sound coming there, the sizzling. It's just fun. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit just to move it along.
There she goes.
And so what we'll do is to create a roux, we have butter and equal parts flour. So once this melts down, we'll just get her moving around a little bit in there. We're gonna add in that flour.
So equal parts?
Equal parts.
So a quarter cup of flour goes on
yeah,
in.
and that can pop on in there.
Toss her in.
Oh, listen
Well,
to that
that's sizzle.
sound. Oh, that's
That's
just
what
fun.
you're looking for.
That's just fun.
It's the thing you don't really recognize, but cooking is like a sensory
It
experience.
really is.
Not
it
just
really
smells.
is. It's all of it.
Sounds.
It's
Yeah.
sight, sounds, touch. It's all there.
Amazing.
So I'm just going to give this a whisk and turn this into a nice paste. So this paste will allow us to add the liquid, and then it will allow us to add the cheese without it separating.
Excellent.
So what we can do now, Mary, if you want to, is add in that milk.
Okay.
So we got about a cup of milk. So add that in, maybe just half of it to begin with.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, more sizzling. And you can see that's going to create a really nice paste
It
there.
already starts thickening up.
Exactly. So add this in slow. We don't want to rush this process or it'll just kind of take too long.
This is where I go wrong. I rush it and then it's lumpy, but lumps happen.
That's it. That's it. We
That's
got to roll with the
fine.
lumps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can probably go with the rest of that milk now.
Alrighty.
That's perfect there.
Beautiful.
And then what we're going to use is we're going to add in about 2/3 of a cup of German beer. It's Octoberfest. We should be using German beer here.
I wish there was more than 2/3 of a cup because then we could have a little sip too.
Exactly.
So add that on in.
Exactly. So you can see that's starting to thicken up now. So if, as the temperature comes up, this will continue to thicken.
Nice.
So I will keep whisking.
Okay.
And you can be the adder inner here.
Love that.
Okay. Oh, smell that.
Oh, that beer?
Oh, that like yeasted beer. That's lovely.
Yes.
So what we have here is we can season this with a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Delish.
A little bit
Ooh.
of tartness there.
A little
I feel
vinegary.
like mustard and pretzels go really well together.
Hand in hand.
We'll add in some garlic powder, some onion powder.
Delish. Put on in
Perfect.
there. Dun, dun,
Lovely,
dun.
lovely. Looks beautiful.
Onion powder.
And then I always like to add a little bit of smoked paprika. It's one of my favorite ingredients.
For me, it's like the bacon of your spice
Exactly.
cupboard.
Yeah, totally. And it just adds like a lovely little color.
Totally.
And then we have Worcestershire sauce. I'm terrible. I can never say it right.
Worcestershire. Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Perfect. And so we want to bring that temp up a little bit more. You can see it starting to like bubble and gurgle a little
Yeah.
bit there. Oh yeah, that's starting to smell amazing.
Yes.
And now we go into cheese.
My favorite
So we can add
ingredient.
Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, whatever you want here. And that will ever so beautifully melt. You just want to take a bath in this
I
right there. That is
do.
unbelievable.
A cheese and beer bath. That sounds like my
Perfect.
dream.
It's perfect.
All right, I'm gonna dump all
Yeah,
this on
go
in.
for it.
I'm
You
gonna
can
go grab those pretzels though,
Yeah,
because they're
grab
smelling
those,
dope.
and then I'll meet you over there with the cheese sauce. That's
Perfect.
melting away.
Oh my
just
gosh, beautiful. And you got one
beautifully.
right there.
Oh,
We are good to go.
that smells so good. Smells so good. Okay, we got the cheese sauce
Oh my God.
ready to rock as well. How are they looking?
They
Did
are
turn
looking
out okay?
amazing, Andy Hay.
Beautiful.
Look at these little babies.
Look at those.
Oh my
Lovely,
gosh.
lovely. Like, you take these out at a party, no one's upset at that.
No, you are making friends.
That is it. So we'll pop those out. Look at that.
Look.
And while you're doing that, I'll pour in some of that beautiful
Look at that beer cheese. Are you kidding me?
Look at that. That's
All right.
lovely there.
This is what you do also with your friends. You share a hot pretzel.
Look at that. Look at the texture in there.
Shall
it
we
looks
dig
beautiful.
in?
After you.
Let's go for it. Oh, okay, let's give it a taste. This looks so good. Come on, man.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh.
That is very good.
This is amazing. All we need now is an Papa band and maybe a pint to wash it down. Thank you so much, Andy.
Thanks.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.